We are here in North Utica, right?
Yeah.
North Utica, Illinois. We're above the Lodi Tap House, so this is still part of the Lodi Tap
Correct.
House? Is this like an event center?
This is our event space at the Lodi Tap House. Yeah.
We're here witnessing a almost Normandy invasion level of coordination, of movement, of beer from all across the state of Illinois. There is a advent calendar. Actually, there are 2 advent calendars for this year. And we're here with Brandon and Luke, and they're kind of going to explain to us what the advent calendar is all about. I did the Costco one last year with beer from Germany.
Right.
And that was a blast.
Yeah.
But to make it more local, to have it be beer from across the state of Illinois, that's just genius.
Yeah.
And it kind of came out of necessity. Like, this wasn't something originally you thought would be fun to do. It was something that was very necessary because of everything that was going on last year, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we called out to a lot of our friends, our brewery partners throughout the state of Illinois, and kind of pitched this idea, and they loved it. So last year it was a necessity piece. We kind of had whatever beer was available. This year we said, let's dial it up a little bit. We figured we learned how to do advent calendars. So we increased the volume of calendar which we were doing, as well as talking with each one of the breweries and saying, hey, make us a unique SKU that you can't get anywhere else.
So all 24 beers, and there's a beer and there's a seltzer.
There's
a
2
seltzer
boxes.
and
Yep,
mead, right?
Yep, there's 2 boxes.
I'm going to focus on the beer because that's what this show's about. It's 24 beers that you can't get anywhere on a store shelf.
Correct.
I mean, maybe you can get it at the brewery if you were to visit.
Most of them, 95% of them, not even that.
Not even there.
Not even that.
So these are 24 exclusive beers.
Yep.
And it sounds like, Brandon, you guys were careful to go all across the state of Illinois, right? This isn't like 23 Chicago beers and one from Utica.
Well, part of the Lodi brand is to really represent Illinois and the great breweries across the state. So that was our plan, was to represent the whole state, the Quad Cities, Central Illinois, as many breweries as we could, and really focus on the great products that are coming out of it.
So when you're coming here for vacation or for a weekend, when you're going on your way to Starved Rock, you're at the Lodi, you guys really focus on Illinois beer? That's
all we do.
It's exclusively
Exclusively
only Illinois beer.
Beer, spirits, mead, cider. That's it. That's the only product you have here.
What was it? Walk me through the mindset of doing that.
It's a little crazy. So our 2 families vacation up in Michigan, and there's in Michigan you hear a term called Michigan centric all the time. There's a lot of Michigan pride. And 5 years ago, when we were up there, we're like, this genius, and we just don't hear Illinois centric and all that Illinois pride, and I'm like, we should. It's a great state. There's a lot of cool things going on here.
Yep.
Let's embrace it.
Years ago, we went to the Iowa Tap Room in Des Moines, and it's kind of the same vibe there, where it's all Iowa beer, but this is only Illinois spirits, everything.
Everything. Only Illinois produced.
That's fantastic.
And there's tons of it, and it's all great.
So then, being a place that only has Illinois beer and focuses on Illinois centric beers, then you have all these relationships with breweries all across.
Exactly, yeah.
And was it a hard sell when you said this is what we want to do?
No, we had over 60 breweries try to be in the box this year.
No kidding. So how do you decide of the 60? Because to check my math here, Advent calendar, that's only 24.
Right, yeah. So we threw up a map of Illinois, and we started listening to the styles that some of the breweries were pitching. We didn't want a heavy IPA box. We didn't want a heavy lager box. We wanted a lot of different flavors and varieties of not only the beer, but also of the state. So we started marking off the areas of the state where we were saying yes to, and really paying attention to styles too. So the box isn't only built with independent beers, it's also independent styles or unique styles that are kind of put together in a thoughtful way too. You're not going to hit 6 IPAs in a row in the box.
Right.
It's put together in a way that hopefully the drinker can really experience the beers and have the different styles kind of spread out throughout the month as well.
So when I'm in the Quad Cities and I open up day number 1, I'll be drinking the same beer that someone in Champaign is drinking.
That's right.
Or in Peoria.
Yeah, the social media play on that's a lot of fun too.
Oh, right.
Everybody is like, oh my God, did you try this beer? And the buzz is huge. So.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So you're
no
doing
pun intended.
You're doing this because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to promote Illinois beer.
Yeah.
But there's also a charitable function that it's serving, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. We always try to, again, with the local community, we always try to give back in any way we can. So we do a lot with different charities, but Toys for Tots is one that's close to our heart. And so we're donating back to Toys for Tots through this. And it's because of the volume and the amount of boxes, it's a pretty substantial donation that we're really excited to give.
We're talking about the volume. How many boxes in total are we talking about here?
Yeah, so on the beer side, it's 3,000 beer boxes, which is about almost 13 barrels of beer. If for those of you who at home who can kind of convert that quickly, it's about 13 barrels of beer per brewery. And then on the mead, cider, and seltzer side, there's 1,000 boxes going out the door.
So we're here on the day that all the breweries from across Illinois are bringing the beer here.
Yes.
And then at some point, you and your team of elves will work on making sure that the beer gets into the boxes.
Yes, that starts tomorrow, actually.
So how long of a process is that? That's a lot of beer and a lot of boxes.
That's going to run the duration of the month. I mean, we're going to be packing out, delivering between Wednesday, which is the 10th, and the 30th, which is the end of the month.
Now in the Quad Cities, your pickup place will be Wake.
Yes,
it is.
Because Wake Brewing is included in the
box.
in the box. So that's the place you can go and pick it up. Although it's entirely possible by the time you guys are watching this that they're sold out. I anticipate they'll be sold out.
Yeah,
we're getting close.
We're getting really close, depending on when it airs, and we'll keep you guys, we'll keep it current online, to let people know as we sell out. And but yeah, very well could.
Where
sell
do people
out.
go online to find out about this?
They can go to our website. So you just go to Lodi Tap House, and it's the Utica location. So its sales are all from our Utica premise, and they can just go online and pick up the Advent calendar, pick your delivery location. So the consumer has a lot of choices on what's close to them, and then go pick it up on that day.
It's like Santa's workshop,
Yep.
but like so much better. It's the Advent beer calendar. I hope you're able to get your hands on it. If not, keep an eye on the website, and maybe we'll have Christmas all the year long.
Yeah. That's right.
Brandon, Luke, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah,
so
Dave,
much.
appreciate
Keeping up
it.
the effort.
Thank you.
I cannot wait for December 1st.
Yeah.
To offer them something, that's only here, that looks nice and has nice presentation, I think that's definitely a draw for craft beer consumers.